Okay, this is MSP and we are at page 16 of our MSP. Again, I'm going to use question 1 as an example to go through the lessons on MSP. Now, for this, you can actually use a model way, which we have learned in our 6C experience. But because we have used the model method in our 6C experience, over here at MSP, I would like to use the other method, which is the non-model method. Okay, now let's start off with the sentence. Sue had $120. She used 2/5 of the money to buy a book. So English tells me this. I have 2/5 and this 2/5 was being used to buy a book. 2/3 of the remainder. Now this sentence here sounds very familiar, isn't it? If you have 2/3 of the remainder, 2/3 of means times. Now where do you get the remainder? When you spend 2/5 on the, it means that you have 3/5 as a remainder, isn't it? So 2/3 of the remainder will be 2/3 of the 3/5. It gives you 6/15. And this 6/15 is being used to buy some snacks. So I'm going to write down the English at the same time. Okay. Now, because the total units are 15, alright, here is 2/5. It might be better for me to change them to the common denominator, so it's easier to compare. So 6/15 is the books, whereas 6/15 is the snacks. How much money did Sue have left? Alright, now you know that the total units will be 15 because we have expressed all into common denominator and the total units is 15. And this 15 units we said in the beginning, it was $120. That was what money this person has. Okay, now you want to find out how many units does Sue have left. So you started off with 15, that's the total units. You take away the units that you spend for books, and you take away the units that you spend for snacks. Whatever fraction you get will be what is left, which is 3/15. So I'm going to use English to say again, this means left. Okay, now again, 3 units is what is left and 3 units is what you need to find. If you know 15 units is 120, work your way to find how much 3 units would be. And that will give you your answer. Okay. Now for those who do not like this method, you would still like to prefer doing by the model way, I'm going to show how the model way works. So we're going to erase all this for me to restart all over again. And the model way will also work like how MSP works like that. 6C experience works as well. If you have already watched the 6C experience video, you will know that the model way is actually quite a clear-cut method. Okay, so Sue had $120. She used 2/5 of the money to buy a book. So that means she initially had 5 units of money. And 2 units of it was actually spent to buy a book. So I will denote 2 colors, 2 boxes for books. Now the yellow color again stands for remaining. And in this remaining, it says there are 3 units. So it tallies 3 units. 2/3 of the remaining. So meaning to say this and this 2/3 is being used to buy some snacks. So I denote S and S, different color. How much money did Sue have left? Now you know that you started off with $120. And you're interested to find out how much you are left with, which means how many is 1 unit. So this is the model method if you would prefer to do it this way. Okay, now so I'll give you all the key answers for your MSP for you to work it out. And I would like you to go to question number 5. Question number 5 has a mistake in the numbers. And one of the sentences says he donated 10 shirts. I would like you to change the number 10 into 12. Otherwise, you will end up with a decimal point in your answer, which is not common sense. Okay, right? You're supposed to find how many shirts. Shirts don't come in decimals. So these are all the answers. You may pause to write down the answers to work towards these key answers. So I'll see you in lesson.